What's going on, guys? Welcome back to another video. Today's a very exciting day because we are going down to the local Chevy dealership. We're going to be speccing out the Corvette C8, ordering it up. Hopefully how I'm going to spec it, nothing's going to be delayed where you have to wait a couple extra months to actually get it. So we will see on that, guys. We're going to run down right now, spec it out, and you guys are going to find out firsthand exactly how I'm going to spec out my new Corvette C8. All right, guys, we have just made it down to the Chevy dealership. Here we got Solon here. He is going to be the one helping me build out, spec the Corvette. I actually came into this exact dealership a couple months back to originally potentially order and buy a C7. Once I saw the new reveal of the C8, I was sold on it, and Solon here is the man for helping me make it happen.
Thank you.
All right, guys, we just specced out the Corvette over here. I will go over all the details here when we get back to the house, guys. I got to run right now. I'm already running behind schedule here, guys. So again, thank you, Solon, for helping me get it all specced out now. All right, guys, we're now back here at the house. Now I'm going to show you guys here in just a second. Basically, there's two different colors and options that I was really debating between. I'm going to show you guys that here on the configurator here in just a second. Show you guys the two different options and how I would kind of configure and spec it if I went with those two different options. We're also going to go over exactly how I spec'd it out, the color I chose, and exactly how much the car is going to cost me. All right, guys, so here we have it. This is one of the options we were looking at here. This is the Rapid Blue. Seems to be a really popular color. A lot of people are really liking this right here. Of course, we went with the two-tone interior on it. Here on the car, we have the big high wing on there, as well as the carbon flash wheels, red paint and calipers. Coming here to the interior of the vehicle. So here on the inside, we have the beautiful two-tone black and blue, with the blue trim stitching around the rim of the wheel, as well as a little blue stripe up top, and then this blue trim stitching kind of throughout the vehicle here, guys. Really sharp looking car. It's got the carbon fiber interior package on it. Overall, it's a very sharp looking car, and I will show you the second one here in just a second. All right, guys, now this is the second option we were looking at here. This is the Torch Red right here. It's a really sharp looking red, in my opinion. It's like a Ferrari red. The car right here on the interior, as you can see, it has the black and the red accent. You can kind of see up top here. Again, this is the same spec, except this one doesn't have that carbon flash wing. This one actually has the red painted wing, versus the other one actually had the carbon flash wing. It wasn't an option to get it in blue. Also, I believe the other one had the carbon flash mirrors. So this right here, same wheels, same everything else on the exterior other than color. Now let's go ahead and take a look at the interior. So here on the inside, guys, we have all the black and red. This is a full leather package. Both of them are the full leather package. Personally, I like the Alcantara, but I do not like the feel of Alcantara on the steering wheel. I mean, I think that might take a little getting used to on that. But here on the interior, it's got all the carbon fiber goodies, just like the other one, except this basically it's just kind of a change of, instead of the black and blue, this is now the black and red. Got the carbon fiber on the seats, all the red trim stitching. I love the embossed Corvette logo up top right there, so that looks really sharp. Coming around here to the main dash, we got all the carbon fiber bits, all those goodies. So really nice looking spec here on the red one as well. All right, guys, the time has now come to reveal exactly which color I went with. We're looking at the Rapid Blue, the Torch Red. I was really torn between the two of them. Now, keep in mind, I've never owned a red car. I've owned a blue car before, but never have owned a Corvette, a blue Corvette at that. So it's a really tough decision between the blue. I haven't seen either color in person yet, just from pictures online, things like that. I'm gonna go over the color I picked right now, as well as the pricing. And can we get a drum roll, guys? No, just kidding. Anyways, the color I've decided to go with is gonna be the Torch Red. First time ever owning a red car for one, and two, I've never owned a Corvette before. Funny story real quick. Back when I was in my early 20s, I was this close to buying a C5 Z06, and things just didn't work out, long story short. And so what is this, like 10, 15 years later, I am now buying an actual Corvette. We were buying the red C8 Corvette, which is pretty crazy, guys. This car has caused a lot of controversy in the car world. Looking at the pricing, the specs, the performance that we've seen so far from this car, for the price point, there's pretty much nothing out there that kind of touches it. So I'm really excited to see, actually get in the car, testing it, doing some personal one-on-one testing with this one right here compared to a C7, which I have access to. Another C7 Stingray, both going to be automatic, so it'll be a real good comparison between the two. I've spent a lot of time in this specific C7, so I'll be able to kind of give a comparison between the two. But without further ado, guys, we're going to go over the specs right now of exactly how I spec the car out. So I've decided to go with the 3LT package that bumped it up almost $12,000 from the base price. That was just over 70 grand for that, for the 3LT. Some of the options we went with the 3LT is I decided to go with the carbon flash wheels. That was just under $1,000. We're doing the big high wing spoiler. That was $1,150. Let's see, the torch red seat belts, that bumped it up almost $400. We're doing the black composite rockers. That's the lower rocker on the side where the doors are. Instead of doing the red, I opted for the composite black. I think that's going to kind of tie in nicely there. Doing the two-tone seats. Jump into the interior here, guys. We're doing the two-tone seats on there. Let's see. We did, of course, we had to do the Z51 performance package. That's kind of a given. And lastly here, I decided to do the engine appearance package. This was kind of a tough one, guys, because that is $1,000 for that right there. You get the cool lighting, you get the cool carbon fiber panels and stuff like that. Seeing it without those carbon fiber panels, having the engine bay open, it just looked like it was missing something in my opinion. So I think spending an extra $1,000, which is like really hard to do, but I figure when you're spending as much as I am on this car right here, what's another $1,000? Which brings me to my next point here, guys, is how much was the total build on this car right here? Any guesses, guys? Okay, here it is. The grand total, not including taxes, this is just the grand total of the vehicle itself, including destination, brings us to a grand total of $85,515. Kind of a lot for a Stingray. Now, I kind of went back and forth on this when pricing was actually released, doing like a base model, like 1LZ, or sorry, 1LT, with maybe a couple little goodies on there. And even doing that, that kind of bumped it to like just over $70,000. And I'm like, you drop another 10 grand roughly, you're gonna have a better car. Expect how I really would like to have it. So I decided to bite the bullet, guys. I plan to keep this car for a couple years. I'm going to consider jumping into the Z06 depending on kind of the kind of specs and performance of it, seeing some more numbers and things like that on the car itself. May jump into that right there, or I might just hold off on getting the Z06 and jump straight into a ZR1 or the Zora, or whatever they're going to call the pinnacle of the Corvette for the C8. So that's pretty much it, guys. So that is everything in a nutshell there. I hope you guys enjoyed today's video. If you guys did, be sure to give it a big old thumbs up. If you guys are new to the channel here, don't forget to hit that subscribe button. We get a lot of great content. We'll be doing a lot of videos on the C8, doing a lot of comparisons with the C7 versus the C8, my first impressions of the C8, a whole list of videos I have ready to go. So until next time, guys, I want to thank you guys so much for tuning in and watching, and I'll talk to you later.